Hey, what's up guys, how you doing? It is last year and welcome to the first episode of the FIFA 16 Ultimate Team Random Pick. This series was one of my most popular for the past couple of FIFAs, so of course I'm going to carry it on for you guys in FIFA 16. Now, because it is a new FIFA, I'm going to briefly explain the rules of this series to you guys for anyone that have just caught up with the last few episodes on FIFA 15 or any of you newcomers in FIFA 16. The idea is to basically get 3 random players off the market. Now, the way we go about doing that is by going to a random page number on the market and picking the highest rated player on that page. We do that 3 times, which means we come away with 3 different players, and I need to build some sort of squad around them, preferably a hybrid. Now, I do this week in, week out with different budgets and different players, so if you enjoy this series, make sure you hit the subscribe button for more of this, and if we can try and hit something crazy, like 4,000 likes on today's video for the first episode, that would be awesome. Sorry for taking up loads of time, let's get into the episode. So it's the first episode, right? I'm going to go with 500 coins to 5,000 coins as our price range, because I want to keep it relatively cheap for you guys that are just starting the game. We get a page number 5 as our first page on FIFA 16, and 80 rated Lassana Diarra is our first player to get. He's the highest rated player on that page, as well as Kazawa or Kawaza, however you say his name, but I decided to go with Diarra because he's a defensive midfielder that I wanted to try. Page number 10 offers our second player of the random pick today, and it is 81 rated William Carvalho, another CDM, which is weird. Normally we get players that are slightly further up the pitch, but we've got 2 CDMs to start off this series. And the third page we get is a page number 15, where the highest rated player is 82 rated Roman Eramenko, the Finnish guy who plays in the Russian league, who had a really good team of the season card in FIFA 15. So what we now go ahead and do is build ourselves a squad. I need to choose a formation that I'm comfortable with that would fit these 3 players in, and I go with the old faithful 3-5-2. I've heard some pretty good things about it this year on Ultimate Team, so that's what I went with. This is where we're going to be playing each of the players. Left defensive midfield for Diarra, right defensive midfield for Carvalho, and of course that central attacking midfield spot for Eramenko, and the squad around them is pretty beast, I'm not going to lie. We've got these guys right here. So in goal, we've got Anthony Lopez. He is an 81 rated Portuguese keeper, linking all of those different players up right there because he's in the Ligue 1 as well. We've got Mendes at centre-back, the only silver in the squad, and followed up with Oliveira and Yanga Mbiwa as our main centre-backs in this team. All of which have got either good defensive stats or decent pace, or a combo of the 2. Moving out to the right wing and the left wing, we've got a 5-star skiller in Carrillo. He's a new 5-star skiller, of course. And then we've got Netep or Untep at left midfield. Both very, very pacey players. But the first random pick player, William Carvalho. He's 81 rated overall with 83 defending and 85 physical. He's 6'2", medium high work rates. But the only thing I can see there is that his shooting and his pace are not too great. The second random pick player is, of course, Lassana Diarra. He's a lot more pacey with 77 overall pace, but he's not quite as physical and not quite as good in the defensive side of things with the stats that he's got compared to Carvalho. Now, Roman Eramenko, our main man at cam today, has got 77 pace and shooting. He's got 80 dribbling and 83 passing. 4-star skills and weak foot. He's nice and tall. He's got high work rates. And he gets, of course, a strong link to these 2 sweaty strikers that are Musa and Dumbia. Dumbia with the 91 pace, Musa with the 93. Both seem to not be quite as good as their card was last year. Not sure about Musa, but definitely Dumbia seems to be slightly downgraded. And that is the team. So the cost of this team, I'm pretty sure, is around the 20k mark. It might even be a little bit cheaper than that right now, as the retail game is actually out and players will start to flood the market. Hopefully that's the case so that a lot of you guys can go out and buy it. Now, I'm going to show you the clips for this team. The weird thing I keep coming up against in Ultimate Team right now is this foggy pitch. I really don't think it makes for good looking video, but there's not much you can do. Like, I'm the away team right now, and a lot of the time when I get an away opponent, I get this foggy pitch. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I really dislike it, and I just wish everyone would choose the King Fahd Stadium because it's always sunny there. Moving on, we get the goals here with Musa. Now, that's a dodgy bit of keeping, pushing it out there. I think maybe Dumbia should have scored. But look at this, the defender's just running away. I'm not quite sure where he thinks he's going, but we managed to stick it in the back of the net with Musa, of course. Netep goes with one Berber spin to a second Berber spin to an absolutely beautiful top bin finish right there. He's a god. He really is an awesome card. Of course, upgraded from a silver to a gold from FIFA 15 to FIFA 16. Now take a look at this as well. This is not too shabby at all. Bangs it into the back of the net. An absolute godly strike. Those shots from the edge of the box from corners, I'm telling you, that's a little secret. If you guys get it right, they're definitely going in. Now we scored this goal with Dumbia right here. It was a lovely 1-2 and a very, very solid finish in at the near post. Good ball from Roman Eremenko, of course, who I've got to admit was a very, very good... he was a very good supplier of the ball, you know. He was definitely going to be the one that's playing it through and getting the assists for your goals for this team, which is, of course, exactly what you want from your cam. I'll briefly talk about Eremenko some more. He seemed to be in the right position at the right time, even to score goals, as well as being the assist king for this team. I thought he was just unbelievable. Like, this is a regular card, and it felt like his team of the season card from FIFA 15 Ultimate Team. Extremely surprised in how good he felt, actually, because he's also like 6'1". He's got a bit of strength about him, which I found to be pivotal and absolutely key to the success of this player. He's very, very he glides when he's on the ball, which is awesome to see, and he actually scored some pretty nice goals for me. That one was a little bit lucky. I mean, I don't know what the keeper's doing there, but he's palmed it straight out to me. But this is nice. We just ball roll it. Make use of that ball roll, cut it past the defenders, and then stick it into the back of the net. Really nice finish, and an exceptional player. Definitely the best player in this team, and of course that means he's going to get a nice high rating in the random pick. So what we do now is we talk about all of the players that were in the squad after I've used them, and I want to give sort of a rating, especially for our 3 random pick players. Lopez in goal, absolutely class, 100% better than he was last year. All 3 of my centre backs I got on very, very well with. They were nice and strong, nice and quick, and did a very good job positional wise. Left mid, right mid, I thought were exceptionally good. Like Carrillo with his 5-star skills, brilliant. But Netep, oh my god, absolute worldie of a left mid. You should definitely try him. Now let's get on to some ratings for our random pick players. I'm going with a 4.5 star value for money for Diarra and a 7.9 out of 10. I'm going to go with some slightly more in-depth ratings this year because Diarra, he's not quite an 8 out of 10 player because he's a little bit weaker than I wanted him to be. Whereas Carvalho, 4.5 star value for money there, but he's an 8.3. He's slightly over that 8 rating out of 10 because he was so strong and did such a good defensive job. The only reason I could see him being better is to have a slightly bit more pace. Roman Eremenko is almost a perfect player in my opinion. All the value for money in the world, 5-star value for money, and an 8.8 out of 10. For a regular gold card, I didn't think we'd see such a high rating, but I couldn't not give it to him because he performed absolutely brilliantly for me. Now, the strikers were very good. Musa actually scored more goals than Dumbia, which was strange to me, considering Dumbia is higher rated, and I thought he'd be a little bit more, I don't know, like, talented in the finishing area, but he didn't seem to be. Musa seemed to be in the right place at the right time. That's been the first episode of the Random Pick, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If this is the first time you've ever seen one of these episodes, make sure you leave a comment down below of suggestions on how I can possibly improve. And if you hit that like button, that'd be awesome. As I said, let's try and hit 4,000 likes for the first episode of the Random Pick. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I will catch you next time, guys. Peace.